The biggest mistakes you make when it comes to creative testing, trying to make your ads better, using the mechanisms that's actually going to improve your ads overall. There are so many layers to this question, and yet so many founders and media buyers make the same mistakes over and over again. So here are the 5 mistakes to avoid when it comes to developing creative concepts to run for your ads. Number 1, following brands that have a higher following than your brand. Now, there's brands out there like Avi, Jolie, 32 Nutrition, and on Twitter specifically, the founders are openly posting about the strategies that are working for them, like Rich Wallet as well. Founders are just sharing information out there to ultimately gain attention and as a byproduct of that to help the community. Now, founders at different revenue marks have more freedom to do different actions or different capabilities. For example, a brand doing 7 figures a year, let's say 12 million a year in total rev for the whole entire previous year before, they have a brand audience. Let's say their customer base is around anywhere from 10 to 20,000 customers in that total base. And then as a byproduct, let's say they're selling like products at $50, $100. Now, depending on organic content, they have the freedom to hit and try different creatives that, let's say, a brand doing 6 figures a year at a lesser customer demographic wouldn't be able to try. And let's say for that 7-figure a year brand, their objective was mainly to ultimately get top of funnel awareness. So then they might do something outlandish. They might create like a static image that calls out a specific ideal customer profile or whatever, right? Too many times I see other founders try to replicate the engagement or the juxtaposition that bigger brand has followed to acquire that attention. If you're a 6-figure a year brand and you have a specific set of ideal customer profiles, you should only aim to hit those avatars or those customer demographics. You shouldn't bridge the gap and try to copy what a bigger brand than you in a different industry is doing. Sure, a concept that you see in the past, let's say it's like a screenshot of a text message, right? And that's your ad or whatever. I've seen that in the past with Twitter. On Twitter, that's what we did before, and it didn't work out for their brand. I'm saying this to say, you can test out that same concept, but overall the copy, the angles, who you're trying to target should be your specific ideal customer profile. You shouldn't look to replicate other concepts with other customer demographics with other angles. Focus on angles that fit your business, that fit your customer demographic, because that's going to yield a higher ROI than just trying to copy and paste what other bigger brands are doing. Now, the second mistake I see a lot of brand owners make is they just create one single concept, and 9 times out of 10 it's just a UGC video. Time and time again, I've audited so many ad accounts where in each ad set there's only one UGC video, and then they have a ton of other very whole different concepts all in one single ad set. The way we go about creative testing, the way that you're able to get a ton of data back to make iterations to figure out, okay, what angles work, what angles don't work, is simply put by following this methodology of you have your concept here, your main concept. And in this concept, it's simply put a concept. It's an idea to reach your ideal customer profile, right? So for example, a concept could be a static image, or it could be a GIF, or it could be a UGC video. So that's the umbrella of a concept. Now underneath the concept, we actually have our customer persona or our customer demographic. Who are we trying to hit in this threshold of customer demographic underneath concept? Well, simply put, are we hitting men? Are we hitting women? Are we hitting both? What is the age range? Are they 25 to 35? Are they 35 to 55? And then ultimately, who are we trying to target? Are we trying to just hit moms and try to sell to moms that are going to buy this product for their children? Are we going to hit men that work a blue collar job? Are we going to hit men that are more conservative? Are we hitting women that are more liberal? Are we hitting women that are into spirituality or like these type of different pockets of audiences that you have? Are we hitting like men that are on the other side of the spectrum and they're more lighter tone, right? There's so many ways to make customer avatars or customer demographics, and underneath our concept is what we're trying to focus and who we're trying to hit. Then you go a step further. Underneath that customer demographic, you have like your avatar persona, which I just covered, that goes in a mix, and then you have your angle. What would the angle be? 3 reasons why us versus them, why our product's superior than these other products. If you're a struggling mom, you need this right now. This is gonna, like, it's mainly USPs, unique selling points. If you take our product, this is gonna happen. Why is gonna happen, and the desired outcome is gonna be stated, right? That's how we go about our creatives. And the thing is, for every concept we make, we create 2 additional variations, because with slight changes either in headline or images or even angles, right? That's going to do more for your business, because you're expanding horizontally, you're expanding your ideal customer profile. You might hit pockets of audiences you didn't even know existed, and that's all done at the concept level at the end of the day, with multiple variations, 2 other variations for every single concept. Now, this goes into the third mistake: not calling out your ideal customer profile and not using slang words that is used by your customer profile. Now, the way Meta ranks ad creatives is by ultimately images, what content or what copy is being used, and even in the body of the ad copy, right? What keywords, what slang words, what are these mechanisms used? Because when you're going fully broad on a media buying perspective, Meta's going to try to replicate and send this ad creative to individuals that interact with it. So as a byproduct, if you make it easier on Meta's front, you're using keywords that people use in the comments from your ideal customer profile, you're using copy, you're following angles. You might start off with a static, then go into GIF, then go into UGC, but regardless, your static uses keywords and slangs that the everyday ideal customer profile you're trying to hit is using in Meta's algorithm comments, right? Then you're giving more of Meta a chance to reach audiences that are more than likely going to buy back from your business. So it's very important that we use terminology, slang words that, or even ad copy that our ideal customer profile utilizes. Now, the fourth mistake is a lot of agencies tend to just throw random creatives at the wall and hope it sticks. I've seen this time and time again. What we do differently is when we build the internal structure, when we help founders build in-house, when we have a creative strategist on board, when we place a creative strategist in these companies, our creative strategist not only takes notes of what concepts we've tested before, but for every single test we run, we analyze these soft metrics compared to the overall conversion rate, compared to the CPA, compared to post-click, and we're figuring out what audience, what customer demographic gives us more of a potential on a small scale in terms of ad budget, and then what can we build into as far as more variations. So regardless, right, let's say we have an ad concept that's a loser, but we have a specific angle that might have worked, then we might create more iterations to that single angle. Or let's say we do have a winning ad set and all of the ad creatives worked really, really well, and compared to like CPA, the CPA was profitable, then we can create more variations of that are completely separate from that what it was deemed a winner. So regardless, we might go up the vertical, create more iterations of what worked in the past, or we might go horizontal and create completely different concepts to expand the customer profile. That is the purpose of us not throwing random stuff at the wall, and then over time you have 5 to 7 winning ad creatives that can take your ad spend to the next level, to go from $200, $300 a day in ad spend to well over $1,000, $2,000 a day in ad spend. Time and time again, this is what works, and I have experience doing this because we manage north of $1 million a month plus in ad spend. Now, the fifth mistake I see a lot of founders make is investing too much of their capital into user-generated content or hiring content creators to shoot content for their brand. Now, I'm not saying UGC is dead, but with that same amount of time and money you're wasting, right? For example, a content creator might want $150 per video. Let's say you want 3 additional videos. You're paying $500 for that one single creator. Now, think about the logistics of this. You have to send a contract. You have to get the creator to agree to these terms. You have to create a script. You have to send over the script to the creator. The creator has to memorize the script. Ultimately, you have to ship out product. Let's say your company's based in New York, you're shipping product all the way to California. It's going to take 3 to 5 business days. The content creator gets the product. It might take them another 48 hours to shoot the entirety of their content, send it over for a review. Let's say you don't like a specific piece of content. They have to send it back. They have to reshoot. And then as a byproduct, this raw footage has to go back into post-production. So you're looking at, logistically, you're looking at anywhere from 2 to 3 weeks to get finalized creatives back. And then by the time you run them as ads, it's already the end of the month. Now you have to wait another week to get data back to see even if this is a winner. Whereas if you were to take those same amount of concepts tested previously, you start off with a static image, you build into a GIF, then you go into UGC, you're able to test more for your dollar value with static images to prove if a concept has legs, then build it a step further into GIFs, then invest into it with UGC, knowing that you have 2 layers of protection to prove that this angle, this concept is still a winner. That is more logical to go around this route. You save time and money than just having complete UGC videos. And this is the power we have with Meta. Meta allows us to test this out. So with that being said, guys, just to recap, ultimately keep your creative strategy simple. Stop following bigger brands. Look to vary different concepts you do have. Isolate specific variables. Create concepts that reach out to your ideal customer profile. And ultimately, it's very important that when you utilize these processes, you're going to get not only faster creative testing, but you're going to be more efficient with your ad spend. So with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And if you're looking to build in-house one day for an exit, you're tired of getting burned by ad agencies, check out scalevelocity.io. You can speak directly with me by booking a call, or you can even read our free 30-page protocol that shows you how to generate forced order profit and how to expand LTV, so that if you do want to exit your company one day for a 5 to 10x multiple, you have the metrics in place to provide confidence to investors. So with that being said, guys, I'll see you in the next video.